It is wonderful being here this morning as we celebrate MSME Day by doing what we at the division call resilience building. What does that mean? It means that we, though the division is health, wellness, and social protection, the social protection part treats with ensuring that people are able to deal with life and to deal with the things that come to them. We usually think about it in a bad way, meaning you have a shock, there was a death in your family, there was a change in your family situation, and we help you treat with those. But there are also positive shocks that we are trying to help you treat with as well. And that includes those of you who are interested in doing businesses. Now, we recognize that in many instances, the business that you do is what you like and what you are good at. So you love to sew, you are really good at that. You start that kind of business. You are good at cooking, you are good at construction, you are good at whatever it is. That is the business that you start. But you get into it, and then you realize that there are all of these other things that you really do not like, you didn't know about, you didn't care about before, and that the world is telling you, you now have to do. The opening the bank account. Good Lord, opening a bank account in Trinidad and Tobago is like selling your soul to the devil. It is. You have to do the bookkeeping. You have to figure out how to advertise because you started doing this business and you suddenly realize your neighbor who watched you sell one thing, realize that she wants to sell the same thing too. So you now have to figure out how to advertise what you are doing and compete with her. You now have to do these taxes that you have to do. You decide that, you know what, I need to do something with the Tobago House of Assembly. And those people came up, the government then comes up with this thing called OPR, which means your life is now even more difficult because we at the division can't even start doing business with you until you are registered with OPR. And then you go to the people them OPR website and you realize, oh my living God, what have I gotten myself into? So yes, you started the business, you are doing what you love, but there are so many other things that you now have to take into consideration to make sure that this business is successful. And that is why we are here now. That is why those of you who got the REACH grant are being called, because you know what, we don't want to just give you the money, give you the grant, purchase the things for you, and then a year later or 2 years later, we hear that your business failed. That is wasted money, it is wasted time, it is wasted effort, and we do not want that for you at all. So, that is why we call you. That is why we say to you, you need to come and do this training because we want to ensure that you have all of the skills. Or we want to ensure that even if you do not have all of the skills, you know what you need to do, you know that you cannot do it, and you also know where to go to get the help. So I want to thank all of you who are taking time out of your busy day to be here today to do this. I also want to thank the REACH unit for widening the scope of training like this and not just leaving it for the REACH clients, but to reaching out to people like CCC and our program for adolescent mothers and other groups of people who may be a little younger and now thinking about getting into a business. Let me tell you all, as the Deputy Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, the Tobago House of Assembly cannot hire every single person on the island. What we want you to do is, as you come out of your programs, whatever it is you're learning at CCC or wherever you are, that you think about it in terms of going into a business. So don't take this as a day to just get away from what you should have been doing on the campus. Take this as an opportunity to learn something for free that many people pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to learn, because it is that critical for you. I would love one day for one of you all to, or for me to walk into a business one day and realize that, hey, that business is owned and is operated by somebody who was in this room today, and you are successful. I would like Reach staff for 5 years down the road, when we have these programs, you call back some of these same people to come back and say, 5 years ago, we did this training and this is what the training did for us, and that is why we are encouraging you to do the training. So soak up everything that you get today. Enjoy everything that you get today. Ask all of the hard questions. Ask all of the easy questions. Ask all of the so-called stupid questions. I promise you, if you have the question, somebody else is also thinking about it, and they want to know the answer as well. So don't worry. Ask the questions. And at the end of it, all of you would be better at the businesses that you are in, at the thing that you love, because you now know where to get finances, you now know how to do your banking, you now know how to register with OPR, you now know how to do all of these other things that are not really what you really signed up to do, but is what's required, because you are going to be a successful business person. I want to welcome all of you to this training. I want to thank the entire REACH staff. I want to thank the entire Division of Health, Wellness, and Social Protection, all of you who have been a part of this process to get us to this point. Thank you to the facilitators who would be imparting their knowledge that is so critical. And thank you specifically to the participants for taking up this opportunity, because this could really be the first day in the rest of your life for a better life for you, your family, your entire community. And if all of us do this, if all of us play our teeny-weeny little parts, you would help us in the Tobago House of Assembly make this island what we hope that all of you are dreaming with us to make it, which is the greatest little island on the planet. If all of us do our parts, if all of us actively try our best, we would get there. I thank you.